Good morning, friends. We are here today at Great Country Farms in Loudoun County, Virginia, actually in a little tiny village called Bluemont. And we are potato picking, which is my very favorite excursion every year at Great Country Farms. The farmer has just ripped another row, and surprise, they are purple potatoes. Now, we also have red potatoes and kind of a Yukon Gold potato here. The purple ones, I have to say, are my favorites, and I just wanted to share with you guys. Later on, we will go over some ways to cook these guys, but I just wanted to bring you out in the field with me, show you some things that we're up to this morning. Later today, we will cook these, and join me then. Welcome back, friends. I hope you have had a lovely little break. We have traveled back from Bluemont, Virginia and Great Country Farms back to our home in Alexandria, Virginia, just outside of DC, about an hour and a half's drive. But you're not really here for a travelogue, I don't think, today. No, friends, we are here for potatoes. And boy, do we have a lot of potatoes. I'm very proud to say that today we did not break the scale at the farm, which we have been known to do on occasion, and it's quite mortifying, if you must know the truth, to have that many potatoes. Today we have what I would scientifically call a kitchen table's worth of potatoes, which equals out to about 35 pounds all in. Now, why are they all scattered out here on the kitchen table in the first place, as opposed to being neatly stored away somewhere a bit more suitable? There is a very good reason for that, and I've learned it by experience, and I want you guys to learn it not the hard way, the way that I've had to do so. These are all out here essentially to dry for about 24 to 36 hours. It's been a very dry summer here in Virginia. We had a few storms here and there, but these came out of the ground today, you know, a little bit wet from the dirt, but overall largely dry. It doesn't matter. There's still so much moisture in each of these little things. Even though you see some of the dirt is flaking off, it's still wet to the touch. It's moist to the touch. Isn't that a strange word, moist? But here we are. We've got all sorts of kinds of potatoes, all of which kind of are, I wouldn't say afflicted, but face this same thing. Now, if you put in all of these potatoes immediately into a bag or a box, or however you're planning on storing them, guess what they will do? They will rot within weeks. And it's a horrible smell. And frankly, it's quite depressing because it's kind of like the one bad apple ruins the bunch. The same goes for potatoes, quite honestly, and it's a terrible scene. So what I've learned to do is just spread out newspapers, and please buy newspapers. I still love my local newspaper, the Washington Post. Spread out some newspapers or cardboard or paper bags, whatever you've got on hand. And I know that it takes counter space, but just let them dry for 24 to 36 hours and then store. And we'll get back to that in a day, day and a half. I'll show you how I do store them. But in the meantime, this is where they will sit. And occasionally the cat will knock one off and use it as a toy, and we will retrieve it and bring it back, because after all, it was in the dirt to begin the day, so it's perfectly fine to be knocked about under the coffee table and under the chair. We'll just simply retrieve it and then carry on from there. Now, a few of these I have already plucked from this table and made very wet by washing them, washing all the dirt off of them, and preparing them for tonight's meal. We're having a cookout, and we're having some vegetarian shrimp on the Barbie with a mixture of corn and zucchini and okra, all fresh from the CSA, as well as several red new potatoes. We're going to boil those up, and I hope you'll meet me in the kitchen for a moment, and I'll show you what we're doing with those. Meet me in a minute. And it is time to eat. Now, I don't know what you all have been doing over the past half hour or so, but Lily and I have been thoroughly enjoying ourselves in a lovely, albeit, I must say, quite humid time outside in the backyard, watching our birds and enjoying the outdoors and a little breeze every so often, which was so welcome. But that's not why you're here yet again. You're not here for travel logs or bird documentaries. What you are here for are these lovely potatoes. Now, you will please excuse this hunk of butter that I have put in and is currently melting. As you can see, I took some parsley from our herb garden, put a little salt and pepper, and I must say a hunk of butter, because why not when one is enjoying one Saturday night as we are? So I'm going to let that butter melt. I'm going to just kind of toss everything together one more time and take everything else up off the grill, and we will eat. And I hope you will do the same. Bon appetit.